Yo, welcome to Urban Gameplay Gaming Countdown. It's Matt Pepper counting down the hottest games.
Yo, what's good, peeps? This is definitely the video you've all been waiting for, as we're going to look at my favorite top video games of 2015, and trust me, this has certainly been one of the hardest lists that I've ever put together since doing these countdown videos. I have tried to refrain from placing too many exclusive titles and focus mainly on games that are available across most of the consoles. The reason being is that I've already created a list for most of the consoles' top 5 exclusive games, so definitely make sure you check those out. But in saying that, some of the biggest exclusives has managed to slip through the net in this list. I've also focused on games that I've put in my month top 5 games of the month video, and at least to help me sift through some of the hottest games that have been released throughout 2015. As it's a top 10 list and I'm trying to make the video as short as possible, I'm not going to give too much in-depth information of all the games that I'm reading out, as I want to get through the list as quickly as possible. I know that I've definitely missed out loads of cool titles that should be mentioned in the top 10, as I've restructured this list so many times. I'm definitely pleased with what I've personally put together, but I know you guys might have a difference of opinion, and make sure you put that in the comments. Anyway, peeps, no time for chit-chatting. Let's break down and run through as quickly as possible my top 10 games of 2015.
Number 10.
Now, this game really snuck up on me in 2015, and I never saw it coming until it was free on the PSN store and a few months back, and since downloading the game I was definitely amazed of how great this game was. Worthy game that deserves all the credit it got in 2015, and surely a great game that will definitely be even played in 2016.
Number 9.
Some may disagree, but Life is Strange was definitely a cool title for me to play. The issue I found was the choices you made didn't seem like it had any real impact on the story, but I would say that overall I did enjoy the experience of the game with cool game mechanics and pretty decent soundtrack. Life is Strange is certainly a game worth playing, and I believe this year we'll definitely get the full physical version of the game dropping.
Number 8.
For me, Mortal Kombat X was really a strong entry from the MK franchise, and has certainly been one of the hottest fighting games to be released in 2015. This game is remarkable and was such a great game to play in terms of fighting games, because I do really enjoy the fighting game franchise and the genre itself, and definitely Mortal Kombat X lived up to my personal expectations with the amount of hype that they put behind this game.
Number 7.
Personally, when considering the previous Batman Arkham games, whether it be City or Asylum, I was kind of personally disappointed with Arkham Knights, but disregarding comparing with the previous installments, I still found that this was actually a really cool game to play, and minus the Batmobile, the game was extremely fun, and I would still say worthy to be on this list. And if you guys haven't played Batman Arkham Knight, maybe it might be a game you might consider wanting to play when you have a little bit of downtime.
Number 6.
Now, I recently made an underrated games list of 2015, and this game was definitely going to be on there because I feel that this game was actually overlooked. But as I knew I was going to place this game on my top 10, I personally didn't see it as underrated at that point. But honestly, in saying it, we can't doubt that this game is definitely an underrated game. Easily such an awesome game that if you've never even played this game, I would say it's definitely worth giving it a go. I mean, the free DLC that was recently released for the game was just simply amazing, and just the game mechanics and everything about Dying Light is superb, and that's why I place this game quite high up on the list.
Number 5.
As much as I didn't really want to put too many exclusive games on the list, Bloodborne is such an exceptional game that I could not leave out. For those who had the privilege of playing this game would definitely know what I'm talking about. This game is definitely a classic title, available on the PlayStation 4, and surely one to consider.
Number 4.
Yet again, another exclusive, but this one is only time for a short period of time on the Xbox One. But trust me, this game is remarkable. Rise of the Tomb Raider really pulled out all the stops in terms of storytelling, graphics and game mechanics. It's hard to deny how great this game is, and I definitely could not leave this off the top 10 games of 2015 list. Really sure if you own an Xbox One to pick this game up.
Number 3.
In terms of trying to get 100% completion, this game is quite long, but it's definitely worth the journey and experience. I know how many hardcore Metal Gear Solid fans will definitely put this game as #1 game of 2015, as remarkable as it is, and I would definitely say it lived up to the hype and my personal expectations. Just seeing how all the Metal Gear Solid stories came together was great, seeing through the eyes of Metal Gear Solid 5, and as twisted and confusing as the story was prior to this game, it definitely made more sense to me now. Really a great pickup game if you had the opportunity to play it.
Number 2.
On a real level, I almost had this game at #1 given how great the title is. This is definitely one of the most anticipated games for me since E3 2015 dropped, and it has matched the hype I placed on the game. It is just remarkable experience. Okay, the graphics ain't 100% great, and there are a few glitches which may kind of overshadow the gameplay experience in itself, but for me personally, I overlooked these small qualms, as for me the gameplay and the overall experience is what had me fully amazed with this game, and that's the reason why Fallout 4 definitely took such a high position on the list.
Number 1.
Now, for those who played Witcher 3 will find it difficult to argue against this game topping the list. Fallout 4 fans may disagree, but in my eyes this game was surely worthy. The issue that I personally had with Witcher 3 is that it definitely took some time for me to get into the swing of things. I was initially confused at first. In the first few hours of playing the game, I was like, what's going on here? But as the game progressed, I then found that the game was a real special game. This to me is definitely a definition of a true video game. The experience of the game was simply superb, and that was the reason why it topped my list. The game is certainly a long game to get through and requires dedication, but it's definitely worth the opportunity and the journey. Anyway peeps, we definitely ran through this list as quickly as possible. Thank you for taking the time to watch the official Urban Gameplay Game of the Year 2015 countdown video. As these games have appeared in my monthly countdown videos throughout 2015, we definitely had to pay some form of homage to some of the greatest titles. There's definitely so many more games that I could have put in this top 10 without doubt. Make sure you drop that in the comments below. Let me know what games you feel could have been in the top 10, and definitely what games you would have swapped out and didn't really like in my top 10. Anyway, until next Urban Gameplay video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool Urban Gameplay videos.